Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, but there's a little funny story to it. So this is the project we're going to make today, except there's going to be a slight variation. So let me tell you the funny story. Okay, so for as long as I've been a demonstrator, I have always made Easter projects that contain these adorable little mini Easter eggs. I buy them in bulk from Amazon, apart from the fact that I've got 4 children and a husband and myself, we all quite like them. Quite a few get eaten while between the design and the film process. So I've used these eggs for a long time. Like I say, they just come in bulk from Amazon. They were in another bag, but I kept them in that. So I went ahead and ordered them, but I knew I needed to get the design of this project done. And if you've been following me a long time, you know that I do a rainbow of foil egg projects. This particular one, the first time around I did it, I think it was 2014, so you know, a year after I joined, and I did this tiny little adorable milk carton with little holes punched in the front. So I went ahead, recreated that, looked and thought, I just need a circle punch, didn't pay attention to which one I had used back then, and grabbed the smallest circle punch we've got. Well, technically a 1/2 inch circle is the smallest we've got, but that was too small. So I grabbed my 1 inch punch, thought nothing of it, built these 4 boxes, and then the eggs arrived the next day, and I put them in, and they promptly fell straight out of the sides. Now, I did consider putting little bits of window sheet, acetate around each side, and then I thought, no, because that's really, really fiddly, and I would have needed to have done it before I put it together. And I went and had a look, and I'd used a 3/4 inch circle punch that we don't have anymore, that we'd retired. So if you want to make this with a 3/4 inch circle punch, go ahead. It will work and your eggs won't fall out. Now, what I've had to do in order for my eggs not to fall out and for me to not waste this paper, I could have screwed it all up and started again, but actually I didn't want to. And you know me well enough, I like to show you where I have made errors. In order for the eggs to not fall out, I kind of had to ram them a little bit full. Other part of the funny story, because you know, why is my yellow only got that in? They sent me one gold egg. One gold wrapped one. I had dozens, every other colour, including 2 shades of pink, which I'm used to. Like I say, I've used this company for years, because it tells me, it says you ordered this in February 2018 or 2019 and what have you. Loads. There was one solitary gold egg. How rude. But you know what? Like I say, I show you it all. So we're going to make a variation on a theme this time round. Right, so to make it, you need a piece of paper that's 4 1/8 by 6 inches, 10.5 by 15 centimetres. This is the bit that's left off the end after you've trimmed it off, and actually I'm just going to use that for punching a shape in. So let me pop that to one side. So 4 1/8 by 6 inches, 10.5 by 15. So on the first side, on the long side, score it at 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 5.5 inches, which in metric is 3.5, 7, 10.5, and 14. Turn it to the side and score it at 1 3/8, 2 3/4, which is 3.5 and 7, and then turn the paper over, not round, but over, and score it at 3 5/8, which is 9. So it finishes up at 1 3/8 of an inch cubed. So it's not quite 1.5. 1 3/8 cubes, 3.5 centimetres. So a nice little size. You know what? There's quite a lot of eggs in there. You'll be surprised how many are going to fit in. Okay, and like I said, I've done a rainbow of egg projects every year. Please go back and have a look. Use the search term, you know, here on YouTube, but obviously with Pootles Papercraft, and then chocolate foil eggs or rainbow foil eggs, and you can see them on my blog there. Loads of them every year, so that's many. So, and like I said, I think, well, certainly my first year that I'd have done it would have been 2014. I actually joined on Easter Saturday, I think, in 2013, which was a March. Easter was in March that year. So hopefully you can see my, oh yes, you can see my score lines very well. So this double one here, I folded back on itself because that's going to form the top. Come to the bottom and I've got 4 little squares and a rectangle. I'm going to cut away the rectangle, not with giant scissors. So I'm going to cut that one away and then cut straight down these. And then mitre here. So what we're going to do this time round is I'm not going to use the circle punch because I don't want all of the eggs to fall out. It's just that little bit too big. Too big, and invariably, as you can see from my finger, that one will always go that way round. Obviously it's not too big that way, but it was just, yeah, messy. So use a smaller circle punch if you have one. I'm going to use the small blooms punch. Okay, so the first thing you do is you fold it. Well, actually, you need a template. So I'm going to grab my notes. So here's my little template, and this is just so that I know that I've got it in the right place. So fold it in half. So you've got 2 layers of paper there, and you're looking for the centre square. So not this one at the bottom, this middle one here. And position that where you know you can punch. And not exact, rough will do. And that's given me 2 flowers instead of circles. And then grab one of these again. And this time round you're going to take this section here, so we're going to have essentially 3 layers. So fold it up completely. Oops. Oh, I've just stuck that to my desk. And do the same again. It's about there. And that has given me 4 beautiful flowers. Perfect. Then a little bit there, and that's so that it will hide away when you come to glue it all together. So let's do that now. I think I'm going to like it with the flowers. I really do. I decided not to trash that paper because, you know, it takes almost a full sheet of our 6x6 designer paper to make one of those. Obviously, there's a nice bit left over. So I didn't want to ruin that. I wanted to share with you, but I also wanted to, I have no idea what this was going to come out like until I did it with you. So we're experiencing this part together. Right, so there we go. That's not bad actually, I kind of like that. So what I need to do is get all my green eggs. I've got, you know, these are kind of bright green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I think maybe that's too many. I think 7. And you literally push in the sides and squish down, and I think if I did an egg, so 7 of those eggs in, and you know what, you can only eat about 3 at a time. 7 of those in there, and yeah, they're not coming out, you can still tell it's a flower. Super cute. Right, I've got tiny little clips here. I mean, these are tiny. So tiny I'm not even sure that the camera's going to focus. Yes it is. So I've got a white, oh no, apparently I've picked up 2 silver ones. Should have been a white one. I have a white one and 2 silver ones. It's the white one I want to use on this, and I'm just going to clip it closed in the top, and then from here, although to be fair actually I've punched those out. What I was going to do, I was going to use this bit to punch out my flowers, but I don't need to because I used one before. So spongy mat, poke it down like that. Then I've got the frosted epoxy dots. These carried over from quite a while ago and I'm very glad. They're lovely. Very nice. One in the centre. Mini glue dot on the back. And pop that in the top corner. And now I have my rainbow. My little rainbow. Apart from the fact that they're not gold in there. So that is Melon Mambo, Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, Call Me Clover and Pacific Point. So what do you think? I love them. I think they're so adorable and I really do like it with the flower. I think that's very nice. If I compare that to the blue. Like I say, it looks lovely with a slightly smaller circle. So you're looking at maybe, like I say, a 3/4 inch. Half inch is going to be way too small. 1 inch is just too big, so they're going to fall out. But yeah, I'm a happy girl with how that's turned out. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.